Oh, okay. Um, it's pretty remarkable that you can just record a video from the YouTube site, just straight onto the web. I didn't know you could do that. I thought that I would make a little video just about updates in my life, just so that I could get a little feel for what my voice is sounding like, and more than just a picture, I guess, about what, the changes in my face. Um, I, whatever, you know. Uh, so, I took my shot today. It's Friday. Do it every day. In terms of feeling, it is getting much more difficult to give myself a shot. I think because my skin is getting thicker. Also, there have been some sort of weird psychological things that have been happening each time. It's like I'm still excited about it, but it also just kind of freaks me out more now to put the needle in me. Um, and I'm really paranoid about hitting a vein, even though I don't really ever see blood, but I am always like, I don't know if I'm pulling back far enough or what what to do. If I do see blood, and trying not to panic, and then that sort of thing, and feeling like maybe I'm not getting it in the right spot because I don't feel it as much, like flowing through my body as I initially did. So there are a whole slew of little worries that come up whenever I take my shot. Um, Body-wise, I think I'm getting more muscle in my legs, and I think my arms. I've been kind of lifting the one weight I have every once in a while. Probably not enough to do anything, but I've noticed that it's easier to lift and I can do more reps, uh, as well as when I'm at work and I'm lifting like cases of water. I can now lift two comfortably, whereas before I could lift one comfortably and two like with a lot of strife and um, mainly strife, I guess. Uh, I think that my face is getting a little puffier in the cheeks, and that kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't want it to, but it does a little. I don't want to look like a chipmunk. Um, but if it happens, it happens. Um, I believe that my mustache is happening, or a mustache is afoot. Um, it looks a little darker. You can kind of see it on camera, but yeah, you can kind of see it. It's not a shadow. Um, Also, upper mustache is coming in a little more thick, I believe. And I'm finally growing leg hair, which is cool because that is something I've never really, well, I used to be able to do, and then there was a period of my in my life where I just kind of stopped growing normal body hair and grew more lanugo or like fuzz. Um, but those, I would say, are the main body changes. Mentally, I've been feeling a little down lately. Um, I think I've been pretty ornery, and I'm not sure if that has to do with hormones or if that has to do with just things going on in my life and the place that I'm at. But I've noticed that I'm very quick to get more annoyed than usual, and I still feel very patient, and that like I can kind of calm myself and not act out on the annoyance. But I've just noticed that like little things that used to not really bother me are they kind of like pick at me a little more. Um, so I've been trying to be mindful of that and not, completely snapping on people or being mean to people who don't deserve it at all. Um, Having some trouble dealing with romantic stuff right now. Um, I'm in a relationship that I don't know if I should be in. Uh, want to, but don't know if it's super healthy for me. Um, so I've been trying to pay attention to that and not. I don't really know. Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing in that situation or what to do. It's very difficult to be in love at times, and Um, yeah, it's difficult to be in love, basically. That's what I'll say about that. Uh, those those are the main things I would say that have been bothering me. I'm freaking out about having to come out to my mom soon. I don't think it's going to go well, but I was talking to my roommate today, and I kind of came up with the idea that maybe in the letter that I would write her, I would kind of frame it in more of a physical way, like this is what I'm doing to kind of make me feel better about my body, and then that in turn will make me feel mentally better. And not going with this like I'm turning into a man, or like I'm taking steps to like become a man. And because I do feel like it's my gender is a lot more complex than that, and I feel like she's not going to really understand. Like the more I talk about identity, the less I think she'll understand. Because I feel like if I was to explain, like, I still feel very feminine, and I still at times feel like a girl, and that sort of thing, I feel like she would be kind of like, well, why don't you just stay that way and like just do what you've been doing, because you already look masculine, but you can like hold on to that like shroud of physical femininity. Um, which who knows? Maybe in the future I will do. I don't know if I'm going to be taking tea for the rest of my life. Um, been freaking out a little bit about that too, and passing and what that means and how to navigate that, and um, not navigate like the act of passing itself, but navigate the sort of like what the privilege that comes with passing, and the way that people treat me, and um, that sort of thing. So there's a lot up in the air right now. I feel kind of flaily in that regard. In terms of like my work and my art, I feel pretty good. Been writing a lot and making a lot of music, and we were asked to play Dyke March, which is something that's pretty neat. I could talk about that, and also the worry and discomfort I feel about being asked to play Dyke March, and what that means for like me, and as like a male identified person, to be asked to play at a Dyke March. But I could do that in another I don't need to get into that right now, but there's a lot of, there's always something that's worming its way through my mind to make me freak out about the world. And as I'm sure that is the same with everyone, I am not special. Anyway, that's what's been going on with me, and I will check in some other time in the distant future. Not distant, near distant, I would say. Have a good day.